So, weekend for you. Good, bad? Are you disappointed to get to two finals and not win? Or surely you're happy to get to two finals?
Yeah. No, it's disappointing, frustrating, I think, because I play some really good stuff on the outside tables. Sorry.
Thanks.
But I was terrible. I was terrible, and I felt terrible in both those finals. Then that is taking absolutely nothing away from Emma or Babs, who both, could have won even if I'd have played well, because they both
Of course, they
played
both
good,
played
both played good
brilliant.
against
Yeah.
me. But I definitely had chances. I mean, against Emma, that TV table was a lot quicker than the outside tables, and it was my first time on that main table. And in the first two frames, I had two chances that I would expect to get, and the pace caught me out. So, and I could have been 2-0 up and then 2-0 down. And then I felt dead unsettled after that. And similar against Babs, the first frame was horrific for both of us because it was just one that went scrappy and horrible, which you don't want. Managed to pull through that frame, and then in the second frame, I did a thinking out loud post from the IPA where I just got down on a ball and not decided how to play it, and I've done it again. That's really annoying and something I need to address and think about mentally going in, of just being down a shot. Am I going to screw this on and off the cushion, or I'm just going to roll it in? And I didn't make the decision.
Commit to the shot.
Yeah,
commit to the shot. Yeah.
And then after that, I just felt terrible, and obviously, yeah, there's a couple of things. So that mentally needs addressing for me. And then the other thing is, there was a comment actually on one of what platform, I can't remember, but saying that you didn't have the best layouts and you could see you getting frustrated. And actually, when I was winning most regularly, it was when I was able to reel myself in a bit. Sometimes I find when I am practicing playing well, feeling good, I can't stop myself potting balls even when I know it's time to pull back. And there was a frame in the final I was very conscious of against Babs where I'm thinking, I don't see a finish here. You need to reel yourself in, and then I've just put another ball. And what are you doing?
Like, I just can't help it.
And it's that kind of finding the balance between, I naturally want to get down and be aggressive, but actually the time when I was winning most consistently and not losing matches like that is when I was able to see the shots in terms of pulling back and being able to get myself to do that. So that's another thing for me. Yes, it's great to reach two finals, but it's not winning for me. I might as well be out first round. Financially, obviously, there's a bit of a difference, and you have to take that perspective. But I'm there to win trophies.
No, and again, and let's be realistic. Your expectation before a tour event is to go and win it, isn't it? It's not to reach the quarters. It's not to better the last tournament. Your expectation.
Yeah, I'm not sure expectations.
So expectations are wrong. Your aim is to win that tour. You don't start expecting win is wrong in terms of like you think you should win, but you know that you can win. Yeah, and obviously that is very. So if you don't reach that, obviously it's slightly disappointing for you.
Yeah, but I think the frustrating thing is I think there are majority of the matches, maybe other bar one or two, but if I'd have played in the finals the way I'd have played, the way I played in most of my other matches, I'd have won. In my mind.
So you think you more kind of beat yourself early on with some?
Not, I mean, beat myself probably sounds as if I'm being a bit disrespectful, but I do think I had chances and I was in good enough form to win, and I just didn't.
And those chances you were probably taking on the outside tables earlier on in the comp. And again, is that? I mean, that's be good for some people to hear, realizing that kind of happens to you, because again, everybody looks up to you as one of the best players. So, was that nerves? Was it different environment? Just quickness of the table? Was it just a bad shot? Because sometimes you just play bad shots and there's no particular reasoning behind it.
Absolutely, there were those two moments definitely that just unsettled me. The first match, definitely the pace of the table, and then just felt unsettled. And then I think once you feel unsettled, for me, like, again, the pressure then comes, and it's not always missing balls, but it's about not seeing it clearly. And that's kind of what happens to me under pressure when I'm not feeling 100%. And then, against Babs, the one I missed in the middle was absolutely criminal. And to do it twice in 2 weeks is even worse.
I think most of us do a lot more than twice in 2 weeks, but yeah.
So, yeah, but fair play. There's
No, I mean, I was talking about Babs to some the other day, and obviously a lot of people know who Babs is. You know, she's been around for a long time. You know, very experienced, England captain. You know,
yeah,
been to every You know, very kind of yeah, like a household name within the pool world. And I was saying, sorry, Babs, you think I'm being disrespectful because I'm really not. It's the opposite. But I was saying, you never think of right. Babs is going to come in and win this. I was, you know, but she's always semi-finals, finals, quarterfinals. She's always plugging along, and I think that's a lot to do with obviously she's very confident in her own ability, and rightly so. And I think she's steady. She plays the right shots a lot of the time, and
yeah. I think with Babs now is obviously I've known her a long time. We used to play on England team with her. Is she's not as consistent as she used to be. Whether that's we're all getting older. Sorry, Babs, but I'm getting old too. So
same.
it's right. You know, I've had people come up to me that have only known Babs in the last few years and be like, how has she won a world title? And actually, that's sounds a bit disrespectful, but it's because there isn't the consistency that it used to be with Babs. But when she is on it, and she is still very, very good and has a lot of, like you say, the right shots, but also a lot of big moments.
Mm-hmm.
She's not afraid to, like, you'll see some players that may be a little bit less experienced that will play a bit of a nothing shot rather than go for something like a double or just something a bit out there, whereas Babs still has those moments in her.
Well, the finish against you, you know, the long double on the red and then the cut back on the black was
there were
again.
A few of them in there,
you know, it was exactly that. She's just thinking, well, I'm here now. I'm going to back myself to pot these, and you know, and again, you can see that she's played that confidently. You know, she's not thinking, oh, this is all I've got. She's absolutely played that and nailed it because she's thinking, I'm going to get this.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, Babs has had another great tournament, you know,
and I think to be fair to Babs, she has. How do I say this without sounding like a knob? I mean,
we'll edit it.
Yeah, maybe edit it out. I think Babs has done a better job of adapting her game to the rules than maybe some of us believed when international rules first came in, because. And that is nothing against Babs's ever ability to take a finish out. But at World Rules, she was very, very good tactically.
Yeah.
And obviously that comes into it a lot less in international rules.
Of course, yeah.
And actually maybe that's kind of helped to free her up a bit rather than getting bogged down
into the frames, yeah. But yeah, she's had a great tournament. Even with the white trainers on the trainer gate. But just so everybody knows, I have seen, you know, Babs's foot. It is severely injured.
Yeah.
You know, so and again, let's just make for me. She could be wearing wellies for all I care. It doesn't affect how she plays. You know, she's really cut her foot open. She needs to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think that's the end of it for me.
But on that point, medical exemption, injury, fine. But
I know what's coming
but
here. Is this an ick?
It's an ick, which we will get more onto later. But Kelly Egan, and I'm looking at you as a specific example, and this is what I hate about relaxed dress code. People use it to take the piss. There were people on that I saw in full dress code but white trainers. That is not the point of a relaxed dress code, right? What are you doing? That drives me insane. I mean, I don't particularly still make another thing added to the long list of things that make me feel old is that I don't agree with relaxed dress code. Now, this was before your time, but in what kind of the international world rule set up at the Worlds when we used to play at the Imperial in the back room in Blackpool in the summer was the hottest environment I've ever played in. Far worse than when we go to these events now and they let you have a relaxed dress code. And back in those days, you were wearing waistcoats and ties. And the idea of a relaxed dress code then was you could go without a tie. And they used to put the over 50s in there and no one died. So if everyone can survive that, you can survive. You can survive wearing a polo shirt and black trainers, not white, because we can wear trainers now. So like. Nobody died. Me insane. Nobody died. Like, yeah. Maybe I'm just getting old, but yeah, people that use relaxed dress code just to take the piss, or just as an excuse to wear white trainers with a normal dress code, is an ick.
It's an absolute big ick. Well, no white trainers then. What have you got on today, champ? Show the
Not a
camera.
dress code.
Show the camera.
Not a dress code. That didn't work. We're not in
We're here.
dress code.
Oh dear.